Hi, welcome to my kitchen. I'm Donna Culp, and I'm going to show you my Grace Episcopal Church Super Bowl Sunday white chili award-winning recipe and how I put it together. So we're going to start. We're going to be doing this in an Instant Pot, and I've started out by warming it up on saute because we're going to saute our onions. Everything that I'm going to be putting in here today is already prepared. You're not going to have to watch me chop and cut and you know, do all that stuff, measure everything out. I've already measured everything out. I'm going to get my cameraman here to kind of zero in a little bit on everything that I have that we're going to be putting into the chili. So John, in here I have fat-free cream cheese and fat-free half and half. And then I have cilantro, salt, pepper, cumin, oregano, chili, cayenne pepper. I've already pre-measured everything. And then I've drained and rinsed white beans. They're called northern beans. You can use any kind of white bean. And then sweet corn, onion, cut up chicken tenders, or you can use chicken breast, but this is 2 pounds of meat because I've doubled my recipe. And then we have some chilies we're going to put in there. And instead of using a prepared chicken broth, I like to use chicken bouillon cubes. So I've already put some in here so they can start dissolving. You don't have to do that, but I like to do that. So anyway, this should be getting warm enough now. So I can go ahead and put in here my onions. And like I said, this is kind of a loose interpretation of this original recipe, which came from my son-in-law. He's a good cook, and he found that online. And I'll tell you what, ever since I've been making this has become our favorite. I don't make the typical red chili anymore. So we're going to let these onions sweat just a little bit. John, why don't you look in here in the pot so you can see what's going on. I'm just going to sweat these for a minute maybe. You don't really have to do too much of that because the pressure cooker is really going to do the hard work. And the next thing I'm going to put in here is the chicken. It's already cut up in cubes, so you cut those cubes any old size you want. Some people like them a little heftier, some people like them smaller. Again, it's all up to you.
You can also use ground chicken.
Yeah, oh yeah, that's right. I use ground chicken sometimes. When you use that, you want to kind of cook it ahead of time and then drain it off. There's a lot of water in it for some reason. And after I get that mixed together, then I'm going to put in here all my herbs and spices. And I'm just going to sprinkle it in there like that and start coating everything with all of that yumminess there. And then I got to show you this. This is, now you can either use fresh garlic, you know, cut that up, mince it, however you want to do that. But like when we're camping and stuff, I just go ahead and take as many of my dried herbs and things that I can. So I like to put garlic powder in here, but you got to see this. You got to see how I measure. I don't know how much this is, but I'll take my pot and then I start sprinkling from one side, and I just coat the top of all this where it looks like you have a light snow there. And I have no idea how much that is, but that's how I measure. I think I picked up a lot of my cooking habits from my great-grandmother. I don't recall that woman ever measuring anything. And then what we're going to do next is we're going to go ahead and put in our peppers. We're going to dump in the beans and the corn. And then we're going to start with our, put in here the bouillon and the rest of the water that we're going to need for this recipe. And the last thing is going to be the cream cheese and the half and half. And then what we're going to do is we're just going to put the lid on this baby, and we're going to put it on. We're going to hit pressure cook for 26 minutes, and that's it. That's all there is to it.